There are some who need counseling, and the only safe way is through the discretion of a letter. These can come and these can go with a message which can help and actually orientate, as I know from experience in the distant past. Letters do come and go. It's enough to have the correct address. Years ago, in university days, first time round, when life was somewhat simpler, many letters would go between the University of Wales and Oxford, where my best friend was, complete with illustrations, and he kept the correspondence for a long time. Also, my mother kept all the correspondence in those 10 years in France in complete enclosure, especially as the correspondence was pretty rare. But we can reconstruct the past in rereading words, even actually long after we have gone. And that is what I realized when it came to things becoming a little difficult in the Cartesian order. The directive to destroy things was leading to tension. If one destroys the written word, nothing will be heard. And so we need to be careful about easily throwing things away, which later on we realize could have been useful. One thinks of the way in which Abbot James Fox, by a word, opened the spirituality of Gethsemane to many souls. He just said to Thomas Merton, for the Louis, work on it. I recall the Abbot of Rostrée saying that to me, quoting him, and it led to a lot of writing going on at Foscrate, which I had been transferred. Alas, I wish I had listened. He was wise, and so was the novice master, who later became abbot himself. As Oscar Wilde said, I'm not young enough to know everything. One does well at times to be humble enough to listen to the years and the experience of those who have gone before us through this path of solitude and silence. Which leads me to where I want to land. Solitude and silence are the essence of the monastic life, and oftentimes it's our own fault if we can't find it where we're at. Bloom where you are planted. And with regard to the eremitic life itself, sometimes it's simpler to find it where one is, because finding it is not so simple. There are many monasteries which are in difficulty or aging. Quite often one can construct an eremitic life if one has a minimal structure. It's made of simplifying things and knowing that God is in the temple of the soul. Just being quiet. A life were but a simple game to play. Today, were it well studied and well known. A life is all of nothing, blown away into a myriad parts, not one its own. A life is doubly used, and ill abused are moments in their coming where they go into their frittered firing. ever fused in their once charged power, an hour to glow. A life is many moments never held, for that we held too many when they came, and life was never known, for ne'er beheld was this one ancient truth that stands the same upon the tomb of living that we were. For living was best lived where less did stir. As regards the power of the pen, it occurred to me one time when listening to the ancient words of the Office of the Dead, quis miquidet ut exorentur in libro stilo ferio vel celte sculpantur in silice. It's from Job chapter 19. Who will grant me that my words may be written in a book with an iron stylus, or that they be sculpted in the rock itself, in flint. When I look back upon the shapes of yore, here chiselled on the page, where age grows old with but a moment's growing, when before my eyes the sighs of yesterday are told in molecules that inked them, where they cried a day or two long gone. When song is heard again within the little lines where ride the tremors of a joy hushed in a word. And when I think what could have been perhaps in cell and hell of penance, where no sound but heaven itself did listen, then their taps with this old chime that cometh in its round are something made of hurt. Yet hurt we must, and hurt can last a little in our dust.